Hi, welcome to Intercultural Communication at Dakota State University. I am really excited to welcome you to this class. I love teaching this class. This is the first time I've taught it online though. So this video is my way of saying hello and introducing you to the course. And you're going to get a couple of videos from me like this, basically explaining why the course is set up the way it is and kind of helping you approach it in a way that will help you not waste any time. I am not about wasting your time. Anything I give you to read it, because it's going to be short and sweet and to the point, and I'm not about wasting your time, okay? I'm not about causing you stress. I am here to help you think critically about some incredibly heavy, important, mind-bending theories in communication, specifically, obviously, intercultural communication. So this is the plan. Right now, if you could do me a favor, get out your pen or pencil and some paper, or your laptop if you live in 2020. Forgive me, I'm a little bit old. I need you to take some notes, all right? So this is what I'm going to do. I've got my handy dandy laptop in front of me here, and I have it open to our course in D2L. So if you could please do that. Also, I would like to go through the course with you. I know you guys can read, okay, but I just want to point some things out. D2L is not my friend. I make no bones about that, but I've done my best to keep things clean, clear, and concise for you guys in D2L, all right? So I know you guys know how to use D2L because this is a 400 level course. So if you don't know how to use D2L, you need to call me right away. All right? 605-291-9757. My phone number is actually right there on the course homepage. So as you can see, when you open our course homepage, right there, smack in the middle, is my cell phone number that I just gave you, my email address. My name is Christina. Please call me Christina. Don't call me Professor Adams. It kind of weirds me out. I've been teaching in higher education for 20 years now, and I've been Professor Adams for about 4 years, so I don't really answer to that last name or title, okay? So, Christina, please. What I've done here is I've broken the syllabus up into two pieces. So you got your course info, which is going to talk about what is this course about, okay? And then you've got on the your left-hand side of the screen under Getting Started, it's going to talk about the policies and the requirements for the course. So you'll notice the first thing is I don't accept late work. And I'm not messing around on that. That's a real thing. There's a lot of rationale for that. But basically, what comes down to me caring about you guys and me over 20 years of teaching, watching students fall behind and get stressed out and not be able to complete the course because they thought they could turn everything in late or I don't know. So I don't want that to happen to you, okay? So here's the situation. Because this course is cumulative, everything builds, okay? It's super important that you don't get behind. So my way of helping you, I know it seems punitive and like why would me not accepting late work be helping you? But it really is my effort to say, okay, we all need to be on the same page here, okay? So if you have to turn something in late because you're ill or, you had a childcare issue or, whatever the reason is, I don't need to know the reason. If you need an extension on an assignment because you have to turn in late, you have no choice, All you have to do is call me or text me or email me and say, at least 24 hours before the assignment is due, and just say, you know what, I need an extension. I can have it to you by Monday, or I can have it to you by Tuesday. Let me know when you're going to turn it in. Obviously, no problem. Extension granted. Okay. But that's making you accountable, and that's communication with me so that I know that you have a plan. Okay. Also know that I do plan on giving you guys some extra credit. Okay. So if you completely forget to ask for an extension on an assignment, there will be an extra credit assignment, just to kind of, if your brain just forgets to, excuse me, I have cat hair on my mouth. If you, it's still there. Yep, this is what happens when you teach from home. Cat hair everywhere. All right. The second thing that I need to point out, and I'm still in the left-hand side under the late, I'm in policy still. So under the late work policy and not accepting it unless you have an extension is the grading. Okay. Now, I grade everything credit, no credit. And the reason I do that is because you either do the assignment correctly or you don't. Okay, I don't believe in partial credit because to me that equates to a missed learning opportunity. And what I mean by that is, if I only give you partial credit, that means that you didn't get credit for part of the assignment, meaning that you didn't understand it. And that's not okay. So my job, which I take very seriously, is to teach you, okay? To make sure you understand. So that means I have to hold myself accountable. And what that means is when you turn in an assignment, if you don't do it correctly, it's my job to explain, okay, this part, I need you to go back and fix this. And I explain to you what's wrong with it, hence teaching you, right? That's my job. And then you go back, you fix it, you resubmit it for full credit. That's how that goes, okay? So that's what's happening there. It's my way of making sure that you guys are learning and that you're taking assignments seriously. And it's your choice, ultimately. If you don't resubmit for credit, then you get a 0. That's how that goes. It's kind of real life type stuff. And I know you hate it when instructors say that. I do too. Real life. Like, we're not in real life right now. Of course we are. But I'm talking about like bosses, and you guys know what I'm talking about. All right. The rest of the stuff in here, I'm really not going to go over with you except for the assignments. I would like to talk to you about the assignments. So if you, sorry that I'm ping-ponging here, but if you would go back to the right, obviously in the course info, and scroll down under the course description, okay, and the course objectives and the learning outcomes, you're going to come to assignments, all right? So there are 4 kinds of assignments. You got exams, which, by the way, don't even freak out about that. It's, I'm going to give you the exams well in advance. They're all short answer and fill in. So as you're reading and as we're learning, you just look at the exam and fill it in. And when it's due, you turn it in. Okay? I'm not about gotcha or trying to mess you up or trick you or anything like that. You're here to learn. I'm here to facilitate your learning. Okay? So don't forget about the exams is my point. All right? You got 3 of them. And here's where I need you to take your pencil or your fingers, whatever apparatus you're using to take notes right now. This is a big one. This is like neon sign flashing. Please pay attention. Your final exam is exam 3. Okay? That's due finals week. For that exam, what I'm going to need you to do is engage in some really critical thinking involving deductive reasoning versus inductive. So what I mean by that is your final exam is all about you, meaning as you go through this course, I need you, as you go through the readings, as you go through the assignments, quizzes, discussions, I need you to keep a journal, like a log of things that, aren't sitting right with you. Maybe there's a definition that you question, anything that, a theory that you think is flawed or could be improved, anything that you're questioning critically as we go through. Okay? I need you to write that down. The final exam is going to be you giving me that list of your questions that you wrote down throughout the class and giving me the reasons why you think those questions need to be answered. That's your final. Okay? So I'm going to go into more detail on that later, but suffice to say, as you go through this class, keep a log or a journal of things that do not make sense to you or you question or you think could be improved as far in terms of theories or concepts or readings, anything that you question. Okay? Now, as far as the quizzes go, you only have 2. And they're in the first couple, they're over the first 3 weeks of the readings. The reason why I'm having you do these really lame true-false multiple choice quizzes is because, and by the way, everything in this class is written by me. The quizzes, the exams, all the readings have been compiled by me. Everything's on me. The quizzes, okay, the reason I'm having you do those 2 quizzes over the first couple weeks of reading is because I just want to make sure, since the first couple weeks is about definitions and language is super, 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 super critical and important, obviously, in any class, but especially in this class. So there's a bunch of terms that are going to be coming at you, and we're going to be using them throughout the course. So I need you to be able to really learn those terms and know them and be able to use them as we go throughout the course. So basically the quizzes are just my way of making sure that you understand terms. It's really it, okay? The discussions, that's the meat and potatoes of this class. And the reflection papers, okay? Each week you're going to have a discussion, except for week 1 because we start on a Wednesday, so I don't know, whatever. Not doing one then. So our first discussion is technically week 2, right? And the discussions are meant for you guys to really engage each other. Really engage each other. Using proper etiquette, of course, and understanding that that is huge in this class. That's a whole other topic that we'll talk about in more detail later. But being very respectful, okay? I need you to really do not be shy. I want you to treat the discussion as if it were in person. Okay? Speak your truth. Let your voice be heard. I do not want anybody censoring themselves. Unless, of course, you're censoring emotions, anger, things like that. Yeah, please censor that. Okay? We don't want any of that, you know? So let me be more clear. In the discussions, you need to exhibit behavior that you would in person. Okay? You're not going to be calling anybody any names. You're not going to be belittling anyone. You're not going to be defaming anyone's beliefs, values, not any of that. If you do that, not only will I delete your post, but you'll get a 0. Okay? Respect in this class is the basis for everything we do. Respect is earned. I was in the Marine Corps for 8 years before many moons ago, I was an officer in the Marine Corps. And one thing I learned is respect is earned. Nobody deserves respect. I don't deserve your respect. You don't deserve mine. You don't deserve each other's. It's earned, okay? So I take that very seriously. Still with the cat hair. Man, sorry. Okay. That's what I mean. I want you to be honest with your thoughts, but I want you to not be rude. I want you to be respectful with your emotions, okay? Use this, okay? All right. Reflection papers. Reflection papers, big deal in this class. They're going to be due on Friday, okay? I want your weekends to be yours, and I also want you to understand that assignments in this class, discussion assignments are going to be due on Wednesday. Reflection papers are going to be due on Friday. So that kind of gives you the beginning of the week to work on everything and get it submitted so that you don't need to worry about it over the weekend. Okay, I'm thinking you guys have other things to do in your lives other than this class. At least I hope so. All right. Okay. If you have any questions for me about assignments, I expect you to contact me. My office hours, I'm teaching remotely this fall because I have an illness called lupus, and it's how to explain? It's an immune disorder, which means if I get COVID, man, I'm 86th. So I got permission, thankfully, to teach everything online, which is awesome. So I'm not going to be on campus probably at all this fall, unless it's an emergency, which I can't really even fathom that being a thing in this day and age with technology. So my point is this. If you need to talk to me at any point over the phone, over FaceTime, text, email, I will get back to you right away. I do not mess around. You reach out to me, I am right there. Of course, if it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm probably asleep. Okay, so cut me some slack on that. But I will get right back to you. I don't mess around. So my office hours are basically 24/7, okay? If that makes sense. Okay, I think that about does it with assignments. I would like you to scroll down on the homepage a little bit further and look at the news section. Reasons why we study intercultural communication. And I would like you to just kind of look at those imperatives and realize that we are going to be addressing these imperatives. So it is imperative that you look over the imperatives. Ha! Yeah. Okay. All right. Keep your eyes peeled on that news. That is my way of communicating with you. If an assignment changes, if something's happening, maybe there's an event happening, either it's virtual or in person, whatever it is, something's going on, I will post it in the news. So please be aware. If you see, there's news, you need to read that. Okay? If something is really pressing and uber, like, I gotta talk to you about it right now, I will send you an email. Okay? But if something is just, I need to communicate it to you, but it's not urgent, it's going to be in that news. Okay? So we have, in this video, gone over the course homepage. You understand how to contact me. You understand you can contact me anytime. You understand if you need an extension on an assignment because you need to turn in late, whatever the reason is, you need to get an extension. You need to contact me and get an extension in order to turn anything in late. If you want credit, you understand the grading policy, credit, no credit. You either do it, get full credit, or you don't. Okay? And you resubmit it for credit. Okay? Because I explained to you how to fix it. All right. that about brings this video to an end. What I'm going to do, like I said, is post some other videos for you as we go through the class. Understand this. The first couple weeks of this class, it's going to feel very abstract and random and just, man, these are a lot of terms, you know? Yep. Yeah, unfortunately. Bear with it, okay? Things will start coming together after the first couple weeks when it comes to, once you understand some terminology, some base theories, then we'll start applying, okay? All right. This has been video 1 in intercultural communication. I look forward to working with you guys.